adventure, sports, outdoors. With host Harry Canterbury.
There I was, back in the wild again, and I felt right at home where I belong. I had that feeling coming over me again, just like it happened so many times before.
Hi, Harry Canterbury with another edition of Adventure Sports Outdoors. Join us today in a three-part show. Our first show will be going out to Victoria, Illinois, to Dr. Richard Frederick's farm and doing some family activities, sporting clay shooting, trap shooting, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Then we're going to head back down to Bath, Illinois, and do a little bow and arrow hunting for Asian carp. And our last part will be a show that should have aired about 12 years ago. It was a program that we videoed going from Miami, Florida, all the way to Cuba, to Havana. And it was a 5-day adventure in the country of Cuba. We were hosted by the Cuban government, and it was quite an experience, to say the least. So stay tuned for a great show.
Adventure Sports Outdoors, brought to you in part by Corsaw Lumber, manufacturers of quality hardwood products and buyers of standing timber in Smithfield.
Central Pool Supply, everything from pools to pool tables and much more in Peoria on West Pioneer Parkway.
Remax, specializing in commercial and recreational property in Peoria. Michael O'Brien, president. Gaylor's Irish Pub and Eatery, located on Peoria's riverfront, open 11 a.m. daily.
Alwyn & Sons Meat Company since 1957, located in Peoria Heights, Illinois.
Our thanks to these sponsors.
This summer I was invited to go out to Dick Frederick's farm near Victoria, Illinois. Dr. Frederick is an ER doctor at the Pekin Hospital and also at St. Francis. All his life he has been interested in hunting, shooting, and fishing, and is an avid sportsman. And he's tried to introduce this to all his kids as safely and as well as he possibly could. And he's passing on a family tradition. It was a hot day, but it was a great day. His daughters have all killed deer, and so have both of his sons. They love the outdoors just as much as he does.
Hi, I'm Dick Frederick. This is my wife, Cheryl. We raised 5 kids, and we're having our very first episode of, we're calling it Best Shot, but it's like TV's Top Shot. And we have 8 different events that we're going to be doing, and we have sons and daughters and sons-in-laws and potential daughters-in-laws, and we have 9 shooters going to be doing this. Mom here is the support crew and scorekeeper, along with Christina, Luke's wife.
Do you enjoy doing this stuff, being out here? It's just it's nice, isn't it?
I'm the great support crew. That's my life.
Is that your life, huh? Yeah, and this is your first annual, is that correct?
Yeah, the first time we've done this. We're out here every year for deer camp. Cheryl's the support crew for that too. But
well, good.
But this is the first one of these we've done.
And what are we going to do today?
Okay, we're going to do 8 different events. The first one is a nail driver with a 22 prone, 22 with the scope. You try to drive a nail in. The second is going to be a 9mm handgun at about 21 feet. Third is going to be knife and tomahawk throwing. And fourth is going to be bow shooting at a deer target at about 20-22 yards. And then there's going to be some longer shots with a Winchester 94 lever action 30-30, 50-yard shot, and then a 100-yard shot with a 270 with the scope. Winchester's open sights, and then we're going to do trap shooting, 20 targets, some singles, some doubles, and then finish up with 357 revolver shooting at cans.
All right, sounds like an interesting long day of having fun.
Yeah,
that's
we're
right.
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
At this station, we have to hit a roofing nail with a 22 rifle and actually drive the nail into the board. So that's our goal.
Do you have 20 drops in there?
It only holds 10, so.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
What do you say?
So can we have a couple of those?
There you go.
Yeah, I would name 4. Maybe not lock your arm.
You can move forward if you want to, Sandy. There you go.
But not a lot.
Good job, Sandy.
See that?
Poor sweetheart.
We'll have to I don't really know how he's going to score this, so.
Okay. So I'm not scoring anything.
Is that it, or are you going to shoot one more?
Isn't that 5?
That's 5, yeah.
Yeah, no, 5's all you shoot.
Okay, all right. That's good. Bullseye.
Wow, man. Big balloon at the bottom. Grace, you can get all 4 of those in the magazine and then 1 in the chamber, but you have to...
You take that thing, or you just push them down?
Yeah, you push them down.
You can just load it. Wow.
And then, yeah, you can load them 1 at a time too if you want. But...
Oh, you want anything to drink?
Oh, no, okay, I have a lot of water.
Alright. That, yeah.
Killed it.
Not bow, no. We just started. No.
That was 5, right? And for the bonus point, Harry, we tried to shoot the black spot on the butt of the deer. Ah!
That is awfully close.
You said you had 3. You said you had 2 3s.
What?
2 3s?
Yeah.
That's 6. Plus 1 4 is 10.
And then 2 2s is 14.
14.
14. That's not that pretty. All right, thank you.
I was like,
There you go.
yeah. Dad got 14 points.
14.
For the bow.
14 for the bow.
Dad, we can't just...
Good shot.
So I think looks like we're about 31 feet away, so.
Okay, you get 10 shots. A hit is 2 points.
great day shooting. Haven't tallied up the score yet, but I want to introduce you to my 3 girls and show you some of the deer we've shot and some of the deer they've shot. This is Betty, Grace, and Sam. And girl, why don't you just walk over there and get underneath each of the deer you shot first. That big one up there.
On top, huh?
On the top.
That's Betty.
That's yours. Nice deer.
And this one's mine.
And that's yours?
Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful deer.
And this is my deer.
And that's yours there.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, they're all just gorgeous. Beautiful animals.
Yeah, we've been really blessed by having this place up here. We love to come out here as often as we can, and everybody does this because we share family activities. And we've got Cheryl and I have 5 great kids, and we've shared what we love to do, which is hunting and fishing in the outdoors with them, and they share that love, and it's just been a great time. And I urge everybody to get out with their families and do the same. Harry, I want to introduce you all the kids. I'll start with age. Luke's my oldest. That's my grandson Charlie, and Luke's wife Christina.
Hi.
Josh is next oldest. That's Josh and his fiancée Amy. They're getting married August 4th.
Yay.
And then Betty. And her husband Matt over there in the sunglasses. There's Matt. They are married, living in Indianapolis, and Matt's going to go to artillery school here end of next week. And then there's Grace and Alex, and they're going to both go to school at Cedarville University in Ohio. And then Sandy,
Right here.
Sandy, right there. She's the youngest, right there. Thought I lost one.
Let's be careful.
Adventure on Steicardi Slough, going out to Stewart Lake in pursuit of a new state record Asian big-headed carp. We think there's one out there. Today we're going to go after it. It's going to be hot, muddy, nasty. We're going to be out early this morning and try to do our best to bring home a new world record, a new state record here in Illinois, which the state record now is a 98-pound fish. And we know there's big ones out there, and we're going to show them to you just in a few moments here.
Good friend of mine, Dave Hershelman from Decatur, Illinois, is an avid, passionate bow hunter. Dave has taken 32 Pope and Young and Boone and Crockett deer in the last 20-some years. And it doesn't stop at the deer. He loves to shoot a bow. And we went out to Stewart Lake to shoot a few of these fish. The day before, he shot a 40-inch fish that weighed nearly 50 pounds.
Hi, this is David Hershelman. I'm a friend of Harry's, and we're down at Stewart Lake to do some carp shooting. And I'm going to show you a little bit of the equipment I use. And of course, Harry will tell you I don't like to spend a lot of money, so I usually use one of my old bows. And I've got an old Thunderflight PSC that I bought back in 1992. and I've got her cranked down till she limbs are about to fall off, just to get the poundage down so I can pull it back all day and mess with it. I've got one single pin that lines up on both sides, and I've got an effective range out to about 20 feet with that pin. I've got some 80-pound test line on a arrow with what we call a muzzy tip, which when it shoots through the carp, it'll come through the carp, expand, and then hold the carp as you pull it back. And then to release it, you simply unscrew it, and it will release the carp so that the barbs flow back and slide out of the fish. Now you got to make sure you tighten her back down, or you'll whistle and Dixie if you shoot a carp. Now the trick is, I've come up with my own system here. These carp are so big they'll actually break this if you don't watch it. So what I do is I wrap a line, I drill a hole and I wrap a line around both sides, and then I've got my own mechanism where I take a swivel and run it on the line, just so it can get up out of the way and shoot off the reel, which it simply comes off the reel as the arrow flies forward and impacts the fish. There's a little click up here that holds it in line, and that's all it is to it. There's much more fancier versions, but this one is, number one, the cheapest and most effective I've used over the years. Carp shooting is a great deal of fun, but usually there's so many more things that are more important to do, you just don't get around to it too much. But I'm telling you, today there's some monster fish out here, as you're going to see. Hopefully we can shoot a few of them, give you a view. And I'm guessing we're going to see fish today, hopefully up to 50 pounds. So there are going to be some big fish, and you know, this is a setup we're going to use. I'm going to get wet and muddy and dirty, but I'm elected to do that because it's so hot outside that to wear waders or hip waders or chest waders, it just gets miserably hot too quick. So let's go after it and see what we can do here. Stay.
You know, it's been hot and the water's going down, and a lot of the Asian carp are dying in the backwaters. As you can see in this video here, there's literally tens of thousands, if not 1 million, dead Asian carp on Stewart Lake down near Bath, Illinois. These fish are a big issue and a big problem for the Illinois River. They're an invasive species that's not wanted, and they can't get rid of them. This was a good thing for these fish to die, because you just can't get rid of them. You can't catch enough of them. You can't poison them, and they just won't go away. So them dying here by the tens of thousands is actually a great thing, but it only put a small dent into the population. Each fish is capable of rearing over 1 million spawn every year. Hey, you got him. I thought you missed him.
Yeah, it was a pretty good long shot. It was getting out in this deeper water, so he's harder to see. You know, he goes under, you can't see him. Good looking, they're not.
No, they're not, and they're slimy too.
Yeah.
They eat them, but they're an Asian fish.
Yeah, it's a Chinese fish.
They like to eat them, but I don't know too many Americans that have or will.
Okay, now.
You were saying, how do you get him off of there?
Yeah. World. Boy, they're hard as a rock. Boy, they're hard as a rock.
Take a look at him. What is he, about 5-6 pounds?
I don't know if he's that big, but about 18 inches.
Yeah. Nothing like the one you got.
Watch out, dogs.
Teddy, heel. We shot some Asian carp and some gar, but the big fish had died that night. There was only a few hundred left when we got back. The day before, there was literally tens of thousands of these Asian carp.
Little target.
It is a little target. Fun to shoot though. Now,
although it's a little fish, they're predators from birth on up. They got a mean set of teeth. Well, we had a great time today. We shot a few carp, and you know, if you'd been here 48 hours ago, we'd have shot a mess of them. But that's kind of the way it goes in the outdoors. Some days you're successful, and most of the time you're not. But hey, we had a great time. Got to see some beans growing in the field, some birds, and did shoot some carp. So hey, not a bad day at all.
Dave is a very frugal person, and the boots he has on, who knows how old they are. They might have come over on the Mayflower, but this is their last, very, very last hunt. In 2000, I was invited to go on a special trip on a sailboat called 3 Sheets to the Wind. Bill Sheets, the owner, had been there many times, and he knew who to contact, who to get hold of, and how to make the arrangements so that 5 of us could also sail with him to Havana.
To that power boat, and the red marker is about 10 degrees, 20 degrees off to the right.
This was the craziest thing I've ever done in my entire life, and that is to go to a communist country where Americans are really not encouraged to go to.
My GPS isn't working again.
I don't think it'd be a lot.
Well, it irritates me. I don't know, maybe nobody's is working. I hope it's not. So we're flying by the seat of our pants, gentlemen.
In that,
These are pretty new sails, aren't they, Bill?
Maine was built in '92.
Yeah, they look pretty good yet.
El son como el romerillo que conserva la salud. Pregúntaselo a Portillo de la Luz. El son para que te asombres, ya me lo quieren robar.
Hi, I'm Dave Barth with your shooting tip of the week. Today we're going to talk about concealed carry. Illinois is the closest it's ever been to having a concealed carry. 48 states have concealed carry, Illinois and Wisconsin being the last holdouts. Every state that has passed concealed carry, violent crime has gone down. Florida, for example, has gone down 20%. Here today we have some examples of some handguns that would make excellent concealed carry handguns. This is a Taurus 380. For the lady in your life, it has a pink frame. We jump down to the Charter Arms Pink Lady and a Lavender Lady. For the guys or gals, we have some Smith & Wesson and Taurus revolvers. They're lightweights, 38 and 357. In semi-automatics, there's many choices. Here's two examples. Here's a Car Arms 9mm and a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380 with a laser. I'm Dave Barth with your shooting tip of the week.
Adventure Sports Outdoors, brought to you in part by Corsaw Lumber, manufacturers of quality hardwood products and buyers of standing timber in Smithfield.
Central Pool Supply, everything from pools to pool tables and much more in Peoria on West Pioneer Parkway.
Remax, specializing in commercial and recreational property in Peoria. Michael O'Brien, President. Gaylor's Irish Pub and Eatery, located on Peoria's riverfront, open 11 a.m. daily.
Allwin & Sons Meat Company since 1957, located in Peoria Heights, Illinois.
Our thanks to these sponsors.